Powering the social media questions, issues, and problems of the day. Let's do it. Got his glasses on and everything.
All right, Spice Beffy, a Facebook VIP member. When will over 21-year-old children be able to adjust their status here in the U.S. instead of going back to the consulate after their parents file for them?
When they're in status or the law changes?
Jasmine Campbell on YouTube. My husband filed for my kids, and they're having an interview next week. Their older sister is taking them to the interview. Is this okay?
Yes.
Emogene Brown on YouTube. My husband got his 10-year green card 2 months ago, but he was convicted with a misdemeanor. Can he travel?
Did they know about the misdemeanor? If they knew about it, they gave him the green card or he got a waiver? Absolutely.
Song Salami on YouTube. I received 2 different EAD cards, one with an advanced parole on it, and the other is just an EAD. Do I return one back to them or call them to let them know?
No, just hold on to both.
Femi Enioloronda on Facebook. I'm on VAWA. I received my travel document, but I've not heard anything yet or received my work permit or green card. What can I do?
He's on VAWA. He hasn't heard anything yet.
Yeah, received the travel documents, but have not heard anything or received the work permit or green card.
Well, you should have got the travel document and the work permit together, so I would call and see what happened with the work permit.
Brian Abdul on Facebook. I'm a U.S. citizen parent sponsoring an adult unmarried child. The case is at the NVC. Priority date is October 2018, but long before green card interviews. Embassy in Trinidad. Oh, how long before green card interviews, the embassy in Trinidad?
They're backed up like Jamaica, but not as bad, but months and months and months and months and months.
Sammy Nordy on Facebook. If I've been in the U.S. for 5 years on a visa, but want to stay after that, what do I need to do?
File for an extension or a change of status or figure out how to get a green card. Okay. How's that for an answer?
Okay.
Yeah.
Daryl Winnabaugh on YouTube. My spouse made less than the minimum to sponsor me the year when COVID was just at its peak, but the remaining years was above the required amount. Does she still need a joint sponsor? If so, what if the joint sponsor is her aunt living in the same house? Is it a joint sponsor or a family member?
Use the aunt living in the same house and you would do an I-864A. It's somebody from the same residence. So the affidavits of support go by homes, not by individuals. So everybody in the home puts their money together, whoever's living in that house.
Mekades Gabramedam on YouTube. After 5 years, I applied for asylum. On Friday, when I checked my case status online, my status changed to an interview. So how long does it take to get the notice?
Weeks, months, you'll have to see.
Kenton Peters on YouTube. What forms to file for a spouse of an LPR that is here in the U.S. to adjust her status?
Well, if your spouse is in legal status, you would file an adjustment. If they're not in legal status, they should be 245I, or they cannot adjust their status until you become a citizen.
Augustine on YouTube. 2 weeks after my interview, USCIS asked for a certificate of non-existence from my country back home because in my visa I put I was married, but I wasn't. What does certificate of non-existence mean, and do I still have to file the I-601 after the RFE?
It sounds like, do you exist? Were you ever married before? It's not a certificate of non-existence. It's a certificate of no barriers to marriage, showing that there is no marriage on record. And then you would need a 601 because you made a misrepresentation, said you were married when you were not.
Corey25 on YouTube. Can I adjust my status if I came here legally? My mom filed for asylum while I was underage but was denied. Now I'm married to a U.S. citizen, so can I adjust my status?
Of course.
Gold Spoon Up. Can asylum seeker get married to a U.S. citizen?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
All right. So tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. And the holiday is celebrated in parts of Mexico and the United States.